Hi, I'm back. Okay, so they're in need of a video, so let's do a video. And I did say I was gonna do the outfit I wore to see Zach of H3, Zach perform, and that's where I saw David and stuff like that. So I'll give that story while I get ready with this outfit. So the party was, I think, it's like dad rock on a boat or something. I don't remember, but I was going for like a Miami Vice, so I wore this pink, like big collar top, and then a blue bra. There's some red details, but it's a blue bra. Okay, and with blue eyeshadow. So that's what we're gonna do today. The kind of shadow I did was a little messy, but like 80s inspired. Let me see if I have blue eyeshadow somewhere. Actually, I think I used this palette for that look, so let's do that. But yeah, it was like a blue eyeshadow look. Let's start with a little bit of softener. Skincare first. My skin has been extra dry, so let's do that. Okay, so I was already feeling sick, which is what made me want to move. I was doing really well in the cabin as a phlebotomist, traveling all the time. It was nice. That wasn't my problem, but I wasn't feeling well, and it felt serious, my sickness. So I was like, if it is something serious, I better, leave, and then other reasons, but that was the biggest point, was not feeling well, and then not being able to find dog-friendly apartments when I needed it, so in California, which is why I chose Florida. But anyways, it was just like a time thing, but also, not being sick, I was definitely time crunch. It was like now or home or parents. And thankfully, you see, I had to get surgery, so it was something serious, and I knew it was. So anyways, yeah, so we're gonna do, I don't want to say sloppy, but it's gonna be in the messy realm. Use a blue shadow. What kind of makeup brush do I need, though? I don't know. Okay, so I email my kids. That's one of the ways, since I couldn't have people's contacts before, one of the ways I've been messaging my friends is through email. It's not a loop, or, necessarily, but a loophole necessarily, but if I find their contacts, I'm gonna email them. I was emailing H3, who Dan was on, so only fitting, right? So that's what I did. Like I said, it's a very simple look. It's just eyeshadow, blue, in a messy way. So I wasn't feeling well, so I did it like on purpose. Let's see. Like very simple. Looks like eyeliner. They put eyeliner on top of it. Boom, done. So I gave most of the story about what happened, which was Zach played 3 shows. Songs. I was already feeling well. I see David. The thing is, one of the things about my group is like we have sort of rules. So when I had met David, I told him I don't want to, my parents are making me be a dude. I don't want to be a dude. I want to be a girl. And so when I wasn't feeling well, but he still wanted my kids, and I wanted to say hi to him before I was gonna leave. So I was like, hey, I'm not feeling well. I might come back, but I might not. And then he was trying to say, like, oh, I poisoned your drink. Like, he was trying to play D&D with me again. But, I really actually wasn't feeling well. So I was like, wait, what? No, I actually don't feel well. Like, that's why I did that. Like, I'm really not feeling well. He's like, oh, okay. So I asked him for his number. Because that would have been the last person I spoke to if something was really wrong, you know? But I'm not supposed to be asking for his number. In my opinion, boys come to the girls, not the other way around. And, you know, he knows that about me. So I was like, I know I shouldn't be asking you, but I need your number. And then he gave me his number. And I was like, I'm going to delete this. I just need you to know, like, I'm not feeling well. Like, this is serious. So David gives me his number. And then Neil, his friend, comes to chase me. And I was like, I'm deleting it. I told him I was. Like, I'm deleting the number. Don't worry. And then he's like, he goes and flashes me his tattoo of a mask. It's funny. And so he was playing along too, and I was like, I might come back, but I'm really not feeling well. Like, I'm gonna get food. I don't know what's gonna happen. So then, like, I was on the verge of passing out. I was like stumbling to my car and stuff. And he jokingly flashed himself Neil. That was adorable. So, and I hugged David after he gave me his number. I'm like, oh, I'm not feeling well. Give me a hug. Okay, and then I left. Which is why when I say we forgive, because although he was being annoying at my parties, he's still a good, you know, kid. Like I said, I have the best kid. But I really wasn't feeling well that day, so I was like, I gotta go. What else? And then freaking Luke. That's why I started the videos, because he did something, so I gotta do something. Luke freaking put my email on blast on his Instagram. Oh my god. A little punk. I love him. He's such a little punk. So I was like, this balls. Balls. Anyways, I was talking about my dog's balls on my email. It's like he posts it. I can't with this. I love that boy. For life, man. I love him for life. No matter what. I love Kyle for life, but sadly, I don't think it's platonic. So, I also don't know what he's up to, what he wants to do. And like to y'all, not to me, but watch he try to get with my sister. He might. He's friends with her, and depending on how he feels about our relationship, he might get with her. I don't know, he might not. He might get with me, he might not. He is a single man, he can do whatever he wants. But I know that, I'm pretty sure that they're friends. So, and we haven't talked, like, we barely talk, it's been years. So, and like the last time I saw him was at the restaurant, and he pulls up on me at the gym. I don't run to him, because I didn't want to cry. I saw him at the gym, I'm working out, and I'm like, ah, and I broke, and I'm like, but I didn't want to cry. So then I ran instead. Not into his arms, but away. I was like, you know, I'm not gonna cry now, but that's what happened. And yeah, so they all bully me with love, so it doesn't matter if it's platonic or not. It's, you know, it's what it is. So I don't think Kyle wants platonic, and I don't either. But if he doesn't want to be with me, I'm not gonna. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna tell him anything. That's his fucking life. I respect him no matter what. If he wants to be with me or not, he's still a forever friend. That friendship is not going away whether we date or don't. I would like to be with him. That was the whole point. You know? All these layers of boys and like, if I were going to do one person and then I had already, but then I had to again, like, you know? You first because I hate you. You know? But yeah, that's basically how I did my shadow. Was messy, and then I'm gonna do messy again on the bottom once I put liner on. So let's do that. So put some liner. But yeah, Luke putting me on blouse. I can't. That is hilarious. Ugh, he's too funny. And he's like, you should see my DMs. I'm like, boy. You should see all of the boys' DMs. I've been messaging all of them. They all know. He's snitching. I got her info. I got her contact. Yeah, you do. Freaking love Luke. Oh, it's so funny. Or like when people would bother me about having these boyfriends. One time, I think like Noah was across the street, and he got some random person come tell me that he's upset with me, and I was just like, for what? I didn't do nothing to him. For knowing me? Like, the fuck? I don't know. Noah isn't mad at me. I could tell you right now. Because he doesn't want to sing about a girl and get his heart broken. So we're never going to date. We're going to be forever friends. So even whether he's mad or not, like, I'm not going nowhere. Which is kind of the situation with Ronnie and him having a girl and me being the ass. Kind of the same concept. It's just Noah's without a girl, but it's the same idea. Okay. Put some more color to my face and a lot more eyeshadow and eyeliner. But this is basically how I went. Miami Vice style. You know. Just pull down this. It was like that. The color on. I'm like, you know. But tried. My kids know when I say tried. When I actually try, they're like, Mom. You know, they're like, wow, she's so pretty. I don't have sparkly nails, and they're black right now, but she's so pretty. That's what they do. Yeah. Because they were boyfriends, or friends that were boys. So it had to be platonic whether they loved me or not. That's how I had so many. It was platonic. It was like a set-in deal. It's like, hey, it's going to be platonic. Which is how Bobby ended up getting me instead. Was that was not platonic. And I don't think he wants it to be platonic anyways. I don't know. It's whatever he wants. That was years ago. We could bring it back up if he'd like, or we can end that portion of our lives again if he'd like. Like, I'm still David's motherly figure. You know what I'm saying? So he wants my approval, and especially that first album, he killed that shit with that first album. I was like, dang, finally some good music coming out of my scene, you know? So they did that for sure. Crunk has been a thing, using rap influences like crumping with crunk and rock. 545, Broken Side, those are crunk bands. So make it even heavier. I was like, yes, bitch, yes. We love that. Don't we, folks? Don't we love that? I was like, oh my god. Impressed. The second album was good. Just, he was displaying emotions in that one. And tastefully, it's just not the right emotions. I mean, it would be good for certain vibes, I guess, but for the first album, I was like, wow. Especially Generation Pain, that's one of my favorites. Just because that includes everyone in the goth crew, you know. Generation Pain, Anon, any of the one that Taylor's in it. Yes. So yeah, basically that's how I did it. Was messy, stylized, and blue eyeshadow, and then I had this was open like this. And my hair, I think I have sunglasses holding my hair back, and I was just like, I'm here, I made it. Yes. You know. The problem with me making videos and not trying is because I don't want to edit, so you get the halvesy version, but like you get the concept. Like, it's still sexy. He's just, especially now that she's skinny, she's not trying to impress nobody. Who's she trying to impress? I don't got a man. It's like, Kyle. I'm like, where? He over there having fun. He got married twice. He already had a kid on me and then got married twice. Bruh. He can do what he wants. That's his life. Does it stop me from loving him? No. He knows that. We had that conversation. Which is why I bring my sister up. Like, he could even do that and I wouldn't stop. Like, which is a scary idea, but it's true. I was just like, bro, like, I had fallen for him and he knows that. And I don't know why he needs to be reminded. He knows, so he can do what he wants. It doesn't change how I feel. Which is why when I said the whole thing with Eddie and I'm like, I'm supposed to run with Bobby, is true. Like, he can pick me up whenever. It was an agreement we made. If he's like, let's go, I gotta go. The only reason why I didn't go that time was Luke's girl said I don't care, and I almost lost my mind again, and I didn't want to lose my mind again. You know, so I didn't go that time, but like, or when I did see Bobby again and I didn't run into him, I didn't want to cry for not going the first time to begin with. As if I don't care. Like, that's the part that kills me. No, I don't care. I knew he was going to have a kid on me, and then he goes and has a kid on Total Divas. You know what I mean? Like, imagine that on me. The mental stress, and you're getting R-worded, right? This random guy at a party that you fall for says, "I'm gonna have a kid on you," for finding out that I'm being R-worded behind the scenes. So he finds out, he's like, "Man, F you, I fell for you. You know, what the hell? I'm gonna have a kid on you," and then does. So you have this information, still getting R-worded, and then that comes on TV. And you watch, you're like, that's not my Bobby that I know. First of all, his personality, that's not who he is. So I was like, there are two different people. And then I was like, and one, it's not my kid, right? That's that lady's kid. So I wouldn't ever do that to her. I wouldn't involve myself with that. So that's, you know, why I lost my mind, and I said I didn't care, because I do care, and I know that he had a kid on me. So I was crying all the time. I was already dealing with other stuff, so back end and front end was going haywire. So I stopped listening to my heavy music. I went to indie music, and turned off everything basically that had to do with my friends, while dealing with my ex. And like, not that bets were made, but like, I couldn't break up with my ex, who was abusive. He had to break up with me. That was the only thing that I just can't do, the breaking up part. So I did everything I could to get him to break up with me. No, nothing. No. But yeah, so finally got broken up with after the second threat of the ring. Be like, all right, that's on you. You wanted to break up. Shame on me, break up on you. You know, that's fine. So, will I be with Bobby? I don't know. That's his life. That's his purchase for his own life. Is it Luke? It's supposed to be, like, growing up wise, it's supposed to be Luke. Like I said, I have a lot of boys. I'd be happy with any of them. Who did I fall for? Kyle. Who, she does like Kid Luke. She does like ramen. She likes all of them. She wants them all together all the time. Why does sex need to be involved? If sex is involved, then it's caught, you know? Like, that was the concept. It's platonic. Until it wasn't, because David kept trying to get with me, and the people who were in the platonic field were getting upset because they loved me more than platonic. They were being respectful, and David was being disrespectful, was the problem. We fixed the situation. It took a lot of time, and when they found out about my bullshit, you know, like, it was crazy. So I don't know. I barely remember even feeding. The only thing I remember was making the pot pie, and then like Danny and Alyssa telling me all the guys that they did. Like, everybody was just like confessing, and I was just like, okay, what happened? Because I made pot pie. What does that mean? It's supposed to be Kyle. Like, come on, guys, look at what we know. She's not gonna F any of you guys because it's platonic. If you need somebody for her to F, boom, it's Kyle. And then they hire freaking Alyssa hires David, and then things went haywire because Kyle slept with Alyssa. So it was like a jealousy match. I don't know. But that was a good find from Alyssa. That was funny. A ginger. Hot Willard. Like, no, Hot Willard. Drunkenly. That's so funny. But yeah, that was basically the look that I did. Was with some mascara, blue eyeshadow, but smudgy like that. Blue bra. Was this bra specifically? No, I like this one. I just love this look because, like, it's like professional, but like titillating professional. It was fuller though, it was like this, because I lost weight. Just a little. She's still thick. She's still, I lost a lot of weight. There's my scars. Got scars from the surgery. I'm gonna get this colored. I'm gonna get it colored soon. We shall see. I want to get this color. There's a fox sleeping at the bottom, and then there's a willow tree until an owl. There's supposed to be a moon over here somewhere. Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna get that colored eventually. It's about time for that. Yeah, I think that's everything. So it's all in what Kyle wants to do, or Bobby, or Robert, or Carl. Okay, bye.